I got bad news for West Virginia fans out there. The most experienced running back on the team, who has played 31 games, including 11 starts, and Tony Mathis Jr., has entered the transfer portal. He is a junior, about to be this year, at 5'11", 207 pounds. He led the team in rushing last year, and it would have been C.J. Johnson too, I know it, if he wasn't hurt. But last year's numbers for Tony Mathis Jr., 135 rushing attempts for 562 yards with 5 touchdowns, and 7 receptions for 19 yards. So, yeah, that's not good to lose your leading rusher from a year ago this late. I mean, it's transfer portal period has ended, but clearly they probably got filed the paperwork by then, by yesterday, and now then they decided to do it. He could technically come back, of course, but we have to wait and see where he goes next. And this is a big year for Neil Brown. Like I said on the storylines for the Big 12, for West Virginia, for me, bowl game or bust. Can Neil Brown save his job, or will he be fired during the season, early, or even after the season? Because I could see them try to stick it out all the way, but I could also see them fire him early. I mean, it's especially a tough schedule when you look at it. I mean, the beginning part. First of all, you got Penn State on the road. Yikes. You should be Duquesne for sure at home, but you got Pitt at home. Pitt beat you last year, and luckily you get to host them this year, but I would favor Pitt in that game. So, we have to wait and see. You got Texas Tech at home, and Texas Tech destroyed you. I mean, even in Lubbock last year. Luckily, you got them at home, but the problem is, Neil Brown has not defeated Texas Tech a single time in Morgantown. Then you go at TCU. And I realize TCU is not going to be as good as last year, but obviously, how much of a step back they're going to take. But it's on the road. You got on the road to Houston. Of course, that's kind of like a bye week. Then on the road to Houston on a Thursday night. Houston's not expected to do much. Maybe they beat West Virginia. Maybe they don't. I don't know. That's a toss-up game. At home against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State has a lot of new pieces you got to figure out. I don't know. UCF on the road is dangerous. Though I know they do have to replace 10 starters, but they got John Rice Pullman back. I mean, he's dangerous. You got BYU at home. On the road to Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma's defense is the biggest question for me. Going in, of course, BYU, how they're going to adjust with more Power 5s on their schedule consistently. And who's going to step up in key positions. I know they just lost Cody Epps at wide receiver and upside at wide receiver to the transfer portal as well. So then you got Cincinnati at home and then at Baylor at the very end. If I'm going to be realistic, I cannot see more than 7 wins on the schedule. If you could even get there. That's the problem. You should beat Duquesne. Is it will they fire Neil Brown if they start 1-3, so to speak, before TCU on the road? But even if you lose to TCU on the road and your only win is Duquesne and lose to TCU, that's a 1-4 start. Neil Brown might be out of the job by then. I don't know. And I know that's kind of one of their strengths for the team as well. West Virginia's strengths this year is going to be the running back room. And I know they're both their quarterbacks that are capable of running, but it's really a good running back room when you look at it. Because you got C.J. Johnson, of course, Jalen Anderson, Justin Johnson Jr., Colin McBee, Jaheim White. It's losing your most experienced guy, though. That's a problem. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens the rest of the offseason here. Because I know they got a new offensive coordinator as well, and I know they're trying to do a different style of offense instead of like just a pass heavy. They want to just run the ball too. But I know they need some wide receivers. They got one in Jalen Ellis, I know. And they got a few other guys in the transfer portal as well. We have to wait and see what happens the rest of the offseason from here on out. Especially if injuries do occur before season starts, heaven forbid. I mean, same thing goes for an entire Big 12 and an entire country. And potentially other guys. I don't think any other guys are going to leave because it's technically transfer portal period's done. Unless you get your paperwork in before that Sunday and you decide to just go ahead and leave. If you like this content, hit like and subscribe, and see you guys later. 5 subscribers, we're on the road to it. Let's go.